Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with Rise Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Relegend. Uh, so off camera, I've gone and organized my inventory. I've thrown some stuff into the shipping bin to sell off, and I've actually just stored a bunch of stuff into the storage over here. Reason being, I didn't want to sell all the meat because we can actually just use that off over here, to raise our cooking proficiency or something like that. So I'm just gonna keep the meat. We get a lot of it. We get a ton of it actually. It's like one of the most common items you can get because they pretty much drop from everything. But I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm actually also gonna hold on to some of the materials. Well, actually, just about all the materials from the the drops. The loot from the Magnus. Just just to get bigger stacks and sell them off later maybe, or just in case I need them. Who knows? Because those actually are just about all the equipment requires, even the tools requires Magnus parts or loot. Like in this case, it would require a Draco scale, which I do have some, copper ingots, pruny cores, which come the prunies, if you guys don't remember, are the red spiky guys, and then some iron ore. This is for these, some ingots there, and then over here where you make the ingots, you need coal. You can mine it only in from, I'm guessing, from the forest biome onwards, not in the coastal one. So if you want to start doing this and making ingots and getting your equipment up, your tools up, upgraded, you would need to buy it off of Lloyd, and I think it's pretty expensive. I don't recall the price, but yeah, it's pretty expensive. So I haven't checked my field. Is there any? Yeah, there's mushrooms. There's all this. I'm just gonna leave that. So this, yeah, that has already gone back. There's only a little bit left here. That one is still like, it hasn't completely gone back to normal, but I think it might just stay like that because of this little corner here. So we're just gonna head back. We're gonna actually try. Let's see the calendar. It's a Thursday. Okay, so he's there. One thing I didn't mention it, was that although our own stats, like these main stats here, don't increase, and neither does this unless you have equipment, our health and stamina does increase per level. I don't know how much it is. Also, I don't really pay attention, but I did notice it's a little higher now. But I didn't pay attention if it was because of our equipment that our new equipment that we're using, or because of the level ups. I think it is because of the level ups. I guess we'll figure it out later on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back to the room before the boss, and I'll see you guys there. Okay. Alright everyone, we're back. So here, just now I just picked up this glow herb. Restores 20% health over 60 seconds, so it's heal over time. I actually found that right here. Sometimes a mushroom spawns here, like right under me. Sometimes a mushroom spawns there. Sometimes the glow herb spawns. I don't know if anything else could spawn there, but it's just random. Just in case you wanted to grab that first to sell it off or anything like that. In the forest biome, you're actually gonna need one of these for a quest. But in the forest biome, the glow orbs spawn much more often than here, because I think in the coastal area, I think that's the only spot where you could find that. I think that's the only spot I've ever seen it. So yeah, let's head into the boss room, and let's see if we can take it on this time. So it's gonna give us the cutscene again. I like how the swords look. Regrettably, they're not very Not very good. They're level 5 swords, so yeah, so I'm just gonna let this play again. There you go. You're gonna have to move quickly. That I hate when these two, when your Magnus, they all stay cramped up. So yeah, you guys can see we're level 20. We're doing much more damage than we were doing previously. Come on, we were doing so little damage previously. Now we're just making them switch stages like so often. I think what that usually does trigger, yeah, look, I took some damage. I tanked it. I took it to the face, and it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it is bad because it is still a boss, but we're already halfway through. Get away from that. Yeah, that's like an acid spit kind of AoE, just like or conical AoE, just like mine. We're gonna take that to the face. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, so that actually is the original look of the Dreadclaw Magnus, which so far into the game, so far, I don't think we can tame that one. Even though it shows up in our Magnuspedia, I don't think it can be tamed. Or I don't think you can even find the pre-evolution because they're the third stage. All right, so let's go. Ah! That's what it sounds like. What what became of me? I could see through my own eyes, but could not control my actions. You have freed me from the grasp of something dark and sinister. For that, I ask that you grace me with your name, brave savior. Probably doesn't sound like the voice he'd have, but you know, that's my voice. Rise. I am Dreadclaw, guardian of Vokka Island. Yeah, he's probably sound more menacing. Although I do not know if I can declare ownership of this title with pride any longer. After succumbing to malevolent forces so easily, I have brought shame to myself for failing all who depended on me. I am grateful to you, Savior. I must ask, however, how did you know to seek me out? Ah, so the crystal in your town turned an ominous color. I do not know what caused this change upon me. All I can describe is the feeling of when it happened. It was immobilizing, a slow, creeping chill wrapping around my vessel, a severance of mind and body. Finally, I could feel it slowly devouring my mind. Fortunately, I can feel the darkness leave not only my body but Vokka Island itself. The town and those who inhabit it should be safe now. Before you leave, Savior, allow me to share with you a valuable privilege as a token of my appreciation. Have you noticed that there are several totems scattered around the island? Those are actually teleportation totems, like I've mentioned before. Here, take this totem of space with you. Yeah, that's that. And that's the one in the camping area. That's the one outside the temple. And I think that's it. Totems are infused with the Tree of Origin's power. You may find them scattered across the world. This totem allows you to tap into the connection that binds these together. They can carry you to another totem instantly regardless of how vast the distance is. I can sense that you will need to make use of them in your journey to come. The wheels of fate are turning. It shall be interesting to see what role you will play. Farewell, Savior. May our stars align again in the future. And he just goes back into the deep abyss. Yeah, there you go. What? Good goddess! Where did you come from? Have the totems awakened after all this time? And he just runs off. Gets all the people together. Well, not all of them, just like the most important ones apparently. Rise, you're back. We were starting to worry. The crystal has returned to its usual shine. I do not know what you did, but it seems to have worked. Well done. Ho ho! Now I can tell Kia and Ria to stop hiding under their blanket. Ha. This is grave, very grave indeed. Moku, do you think the other guardians are affected as well? If that's true, it'd be disastrous not only for Vokka Town, but all of Ethia. Thinking of all the fish I haven't discovered yet. This is terrible news. If only I could help somehow. How bothersome. Everyone, please do not be disheartened by this news. If we all work together, there is no hardship we cannot overcome. Rise, from the moment we met, I could already sense something exceptional within you. That's a lie. You are destined for great things. Thus, I must ask, would you travel to the other islands and seek the remaining guardians? What is happening? What is happening now may be connected to the corruption you mentioned to me. Therefore, perhaps you might be able to find out more about your past and what happened to you along the way. Understand, I'll do it. I'll go with the first one. I don't really want to go through the trouble, but do I have a choice? If nothing is done, who knows what might become of Ethia? Whether you feel like you have a choice or not is meaningless if everything and everyone ceases to exist. Wouldn't you agree? Ha 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 ha. Journey for answers. So in our fight, Mushi almost got taken out. Haha. Okay, so pause here. So yeah, these totems have activated. Just go to them, hit the F, and it'll give you your options. So far, the campsite is another spot where you can, like, out in the field or out in the wild, you can where you can save and sleep. That isn't your home. I'd rather just go all the way home. And then the sunken temple, well, it's right outside the temple. I really would like to know what the one is that is right next to our house. That's something I would like to know. I'd like to know what this is about, but so far nothing. It's just there as a decoration, I guess. So let's see, can we open it while mounted? We can. Okay, so the glow herb is worth 20. Maybe not worth selling, I guess. Might as well keep it. I didn't get a lot of loot this time. Actually, the Dreadclaw did drop some loot. So after the cutscene, it pretty much just took us out of there, you know, back here. So that loot is actually still gonna be there. So we're gonna go to the Sunken Temple. So voila, we're here. Something spawn over there? No, it's just these sea cults. Is there? No. So we're just gonna run back. So as you guys could see, it was much easier to defeat the boss this time around after Carlitos made it to 20. I was 18, but that doesn't really matter because Carlitos was pretty much tanking it. While we're on a Magnus, we don't take any damage. We don't, you know, it's pretty much as if we were just like on the like invincible as long as we're on the Magnus, and the Magnus just takes all the damage or what. And as you guys can see, or have seen, I mean, there's a bug going around that dismounts you. I do think that's a bug. So we were so close from being dismounted because Mushi was about to die. That would have been bad because he could have like taken us out while we were. So this is his loot. He gives us a dread fin, some premium raw meat, and more meat. Okay, so this is what we got off of them. Dread fin is a common drop, and then these are like a rare drop. The meat. After today, I think you have to sleep though. You can't go any further. You know what's funny is that there's that over there. Let me see if I can hit it. That's right there. But if it ever drops anything like right there, you can't get it. I don't think so because the clipping, you can't even get to it. I don't know what's doing over there. Maybe just, you know, decoration. After sleeping, I don't know if it's even if you faint. You can just keep coming back here. I think I have checked it out. I have tried it before, but after these past updates, I don't know. I don't know if it'll give you any EXP just defeating the boss. I think defeating the bosses doesn't give you any EXP. It's just the drop. I think just the drops. So far, also the forest biome boss. I've defeated him, but he's never dropped any loot. I don't know if they've added that into the game now, but I guess we'll have to figure out when we get to that point. But for now, well, you know, we made it there. since we just defeated him now, even though we go in, as you saw, he doesn't appear. So that'll be later on. So right now, we actually have to sleep. It's not giving us any missions or anything. These are just the ones that we've already had. But we do need to sleep because we're gonna get another cutscene after that. It's 1:53. It's still pretty early in the day. We can either choose to keep grinding right now, which is probably something I would usually do. You know, just keep grinding out, and then until it's time to go, just not to waste the day. That's one of the things I don't like about games that have this day system with a calendar and all, because you have to be aware of everything that's going on, and maybe something you want to do, and then even the characters. I think the characters, like the ones that have a shop, I think they're not open on some of these days. I don't know. Well, it shows here that there's sales going on for certain areas on Saturdays. So I don't know if it's only Saturday. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Some of these don't open for long, maybe. But what I don't like about this is I have to like be aware of the day, time of day. You have to keep track of all that. I don't know. I kind of just prefer games where it just like maybe you run out of stamina. Maybe you can keep like using an item, eating a consumable that gives you stamina, but that's it. Maybe, I don't know. That's just my idea. So that as long as we still have stamina, we can keep running throughout the day and do as much as we want, and until we run out. But in those cases, you wouldn't. I don't think they should have the hot spring that could just recover your full stamina in a matter of seconds. So yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna make a cut here. I'm just gonna grind out a little bit. Maybe I can find a second stage Draco new evolution. It doesn't matter which one I find. I'll probably try to get it. But I'll see you guys in a little bit, okay? Alright everyone, so this is my last round for now. I wanted to do this one to see if I can actually level up to at least 224. There you go. So now it doesn't even take me that long. At first when we started, we were only doing about 35 damage around that to each Magnus. Now go up here, do that. Now we're doing upwards of 100 per hit. So we managed to get up what 4 levels in like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. 4 levels. Carlitos was actually also 20. Was 20, right? Yeah. So it's everyone went up 4 levels: 18, 20, and 18. Now 22, 24, and 22. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up all my loot. It starts to lag after a while. It starts to like lag a little bit when you're in the area of the loot. When all that loot's on screen, it's too much for I don't know, for the computer, whatever. Another thing I wanted to mention. Let me see if I remember though. Let me pick up all the loot right now, and I'll try to remember. I can't remember anymore. Give me a minute, alright? See you guys in a minute. Alright, everyone. So I remembered. And while I'll tell you guys what I wanted to say, I'll just keep looting, because there's something I want to mention too about this. The amount of money you can make per round, I guess, like per day, or for the time I've like 5 minutes, 10 minutes that I usually spend here. It depends on how much of the rare loot you can get. Not just like meat. If you get like mainly meat or these common drops, these green ones, then you might not make a lot, but you can make a couple thousand gold, at least this early on. I don't know, maybe some people might think it's a lot, maybe some might think it's a little, but it's a decent amount for technically being early on in the game. If you get really lucky, you could get a lot of the rarer loot. So I'm just gonna head back now, and yeah, you can sell that off and make quite a bit more money. Let me just grab that over there, I guess. No, it's inventory full, so we can't grab it. Yeah, you can just make a little bit more money. Oh, one of the things I wanted to mention about the looting was that, as I mentioned before, yeah, maybe they can make that faster. Maybe you can just spam it and just grab the items faster, because for every item it takes like a second or 2 seconds to pick it up, because it has to go through the animation. So yeah, we have this, so we're not gonna walk all the way. We're just gonna go down. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport to the town center. Much faster. Maybe if you're wondering if you can do anything with this crystal, nope, it's just pretty. There's nothing to interact with. So yeah, I'd probably like to see some to be able to do this more efficiently. Would probably be to get a faster system in place for picking up loot. Oh, that's gonna stay there. I don't even care. Let's see here. Have I put anything in there? I'll deal with that the next day. So right now we're gonna save, and we're just gonna sleep. Yeah. So right now there should be a cutscene. I think it's the penguin guy that's gonna come over. So we have to head out first. Let me just head out first. Hey kid, you're looking well rested. Yeah, so we had to, I think we did have to sleep. I'm surprised you could sleep after all that happened. Well, with all the responsibility on your shoulders now. Anyways, thanks to your help in restoring the crystal, the waters around Vokka Town seem to have calmed a little. Been having an even easier time catching fish again. Ho ho. But can't say the same thing about the waters around the other islands, you know. The sea everywhere else has been having a temper. Rough waves are smashing into each other, vortexes appearing out of nowhere. My god, it's crazy. And I don't know if you're the curious and water-loving sort, but your pond over there, if you ever took a dip and a closer look. We've taken a closer look, but that's never meant it. Just so you know, that's new. It appears after this, like when you get to this point. You can actually get to the open sea from there. Well, probably not now that with the sea throwing that temper I mentioned. You definitely can't be getting through that with your swimming skills alone. Strange, isn't it? I'm wondering if this is all connected to the Guardians and the corruption you talked about earlier. Don't be looking so gloomy, kid. Luckily, I probably have a solution to your problem, since it's important that you get to the other islands, considering you gotta check up on all the Guardians, eh? Well, my amazing fisher penguin senses have detected an odd-looking fish casually swimming towards the sunken falls. I don't know if it's still there, but might as well have a look-see, eh? I was really tempted to catch it, but I figured it'd probably benefit you more. How's it gonna benefit you? Well, this fish ain't like regular ones. From what I could see, it seemed pretty strong and sturdy. Bigger too. So if you're smart about it, you could probably use it to ride across the grumpy old ocean. Us penguin folk used to do that all the time. Tame majestic sea creatures right across the blue sea. Anyways, if it works, not only can you fulfill your mission, who knows what other places you can explore. The ocean's pretty vast, eh? Well, hope that helps. I better get going. Moku's waiting for me, and remember, we're all behind you. Yeah, try getting in front of me instead. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna head over to the Temple Falls. I think it was called Sunken Falls. It should say over here in our quest, right? It says rare catch. Head to the Sunken Falls in the temple. Yeah. So we're gonna teleport over to the temple. No, actually, I should have done something much smarter. I don't know why I just just flew by me over my head and I forgot. So yeah, let's throw some stuff in here. But I'm gonna do that off camera, so I'll be right back with you guys. But you know what? Actually, episode's getting kind of long now. I don't want to get too long, so I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna do all that off camera. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.